Okay, this is your guided practice for adding 3-digit numbers. We are using page 153 in your book and page 154. So if you will pause the video and either tear this page out or work on this page, find it. We're going to do a few problems together, and then you can do your practice for today. So let's start by reviewing. We're going to do number 2. 8 plus 9 is 17. The 7's already there, so we would carry our 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. And then 5 plus 4 is 9. Does that make sense? Well, let's see. 538 rounds to 500. 429 rounds to 400, so that would be 900. Sure, that's not real close, but pretty close. So I think that still is a reasonable answer. Number 6, let's look at this word problem. Sue scored 236 points during the first half of her basketball season. She scored 285 points during the second half. How many points did she score during the entire season? That means we're going to put these two parts together. You can see here they've done a strip diagram to show you here is a part, and here is your total. Okay, and that's the diagram that we will be using for addition. When you have your two parts and you're looking for your total, you know you need to add. So 236 plus 285. 6 plus 5 is 11. Put 1 down, carry a 1 into the tens column. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. Put your 2 down, carry a 1 into the hundreds. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 more is 5. Or you could say 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Just don't forget to add what you carried. Again, if I did my rounding, this would round to 200. This would round to 300, which would be 500. So that's looking pretty good. All right, let's go down to number 18. Well, this one is not written vertically, so I have to write it vertically. You cannot solve one horizontal like this, so you need to rewrite the problem. It doesn't matter which one you stack on top in addition, but I like to go ahead and start with what they gave me to start with. It makes sense. 8 plus 3 is 11. Put 1 down, carry your 1. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 4 is 12. Put your 2 down, carry your 1. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 1 is 8. 821. Let's see if our answer was reasonable. 678, it's more than 650, so that rounds to 700. 143, that's less than 150, so it rounds to 100. So that would be 800. Looks like it checks out to me. Very reasonable. Okay, we're going to do a couple more as quickly as we can, and we're going to look at the ones on the back. So please look at the back of that problem. This is page 154, and we're going to be looking at this chart right here. It says, how many soup can labels did grades 1 and 2 collect? So if I want 1 and 2, I'm going to add those together. It says, estimate by rounding to the 100 first, then solve. Write a number sentence that represents the problem. So my number sentence would be taking these two and putting these together. It would be 385 plus 294. And 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. If you're having trouble doing that addition, you need to go to those games I gave you earlier in the year and practice. 385 is more than 350, so it rounds to 400. 294 is really close to 300. Add that together and you have 700. 679 would round to 700, so that's a very reasonable answer. So number 24 says, check for reasonableness. Is your answer reasonable? Yes, it is reasonable because 679 would round to 700. And that's how we know it's reasonable, because when I round it, I would get that answer. Even if I took 679, I would round it to 700. Okay, last one. for us to work together. Which number sentence shows how many labels grades 1 and 4 collected? Well, 1 is 385 and 4 is 564. These all have 385. So I'm looking for 564. This is the only one that has 564. Notice I marked out where they weren't correct so I can see my thinking on paper. Okay, now you are going to, for your independent practice, you are going to get the next page out of your book, page 155. Looks like this, okay? Page 155. And look on the directions on the next thing, and it will tell you which ones to do. Thank you.